The New York Giants making moves. Alec Ogletree to the New York Giants, a solid linebacker for a fourth and sixth round draft pick for the LA Rams. Alec Ogletree is a solid player. Obviously, in the draft, you can get good players like Alec Ogletree, but I don't know if he's really. He could be replaceable. I don't know if he will. Maybe they like the linebacker. Maybe they're looking at Shaquem Griffin. Maybe they're looking at a linebacker in the draft they thought was good. Possibly could be that, or it could be the fact they want to cut off some salary. But other than that, I think he's a solid player. But there were some times where he gives too many big plays, and he's sort of like a little solid guy, but sometimes he's inconsistent. So he was solid most of the time, but sometimes he was also inconsistent. So that defense, obviously, you got to make some sort of moves. Marcus Peters is a good move, and I think this might turn out to be a good move depending on what the picks are. So it's kind of hard to make analysis right now because you don't know who they're going to pick. But it's good. It's good for the Giants. You know, they're getting a solid player, and they're getting, they're sort of rebuilding the team right now. Obviously, they got their number 2 pick, and they got all these picks that they got, and they got all these. They're trying to go out and get talented players. Try to put Eli. I think what they're trying to do right now is they're maybe gonna bring in a young quarterback, hopefully, or they may draft a running back. Because, like I said in the video about the Giants draft, they got a little drought with a good running back in a really long time. So they could target Saquon Barkley, which I wouldn't be too surprised. Saquon Barkley is a very talented player. Dude can flat out ball. So yeah, the Giants are showing like they're like, all right, we want to make some moves, We don't like having all these draft picks. I think most of this is just about them having draft picks. I don't think they really want to hold on to the draft picks and be like, we didn't get any value. So they're like, it's a fourth and sixth, so we don't really have to like lose too much. So this guy's a solid but inconsistent player. If he's in our system, there's a possibility that he could play well, right? See, the thing is, they have an offensive system, so I feel like you got to give the keys to someone on DC. So, I like Steve Spagnuolo. I think he's decent, but I don't think he's going to be like that guy who's going to take the Giants over the top in terms of defense. I think his scheme will work well for Alec Ogletree. I think Steve Spagnuolo may have coached Ogletree in LA at some point, because he used to be the Rams D coordinator, and he got fired at a bunch of places before he came to New York. It's not that he's a bad D coordinator, it's that usually he gets stuck in like a system where like he's forced to do too much as a D coordinator, and then he can't function because they're putting too much pressure on him. So he's the poor guy just can't like think properly, you know what I mean? So it kind of sucks for him because he's like, he's a quality guy, but like, what are you gonna do, right? Like, it's just how it works, and it sucked for him, but that's just how that cookie crumbled. I like Alec Ogletree. I think he's a good kid. I think if he develops, they could make him eat shit for this trade. But I feel like there's a piece that the Rams could draft that could be good for them. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Alec Ogletree was good, but there's so many components to him. He was too young. He was adding, like I said, solid, but sometimes inconsistent guy. So maybe they look at the draft, they see another better linebacker. They're like, all right, we unload him. We get more picks, younger guys we can develop. Maybe they're like, all right, we think Alec Ogletree is this, and his ceiling is only so far. So let's get rid of him. Let's go look for other guys. Let's go look for like some better guys. Like I said, I like the kid, but he's got some flaws that I feel like are kind of glaring right now. So if he closes those gaps, I feel like he could be a good linebacker. I feel like the thing with Luke Kuechly and Ray Lewis, the linebacker bar has been set a little high. So these normal guys, these average guys, the linebacker position is kind of like revolutionizing. So it kind of sucks for the normal guys, because what are you going to do now, right? Like, you've been playing linebacker a certain way, average way, and now, like, these guys, you got Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly, people are, like, expecting the next Kuechly and Lewis. So when you go out there and you're solid, but you're not consistent, they're like, we don't really want to shy away from you, and we want to go push to get a younger guy, build around him. And the Rams, they have okay linebackers. I mean, they still get burnt on too much, but, I mean, what are you going to do? So Alec Ogletree, the Giants, good move for the Giants, solid player. I think the Rams actually win this trade because they get the draft picks out of him, 2 draft picks, 2 younger guys they build. Alec Ogletree, I don't really trust him in the Steve Spagnuolo system, so I don't think he's really gonna work in New York. So I like the draft picks. Good job. The Rams are really making some moves. Who knows? NFC, they're waiting to make some noise this year. Can't wait to see how that's going to work out for them this year. So, good job, Sean McVay, making some defensive moves. He's got all these offense guys. Now he's look at the defense, and he's looking at it, he's evaluating, and he's saying that he needs to fix some things, and he is fixing them, and it is working out for him right now. Just working out real great. So, good job, Alex Ogletree. Good job, Sean McVay. You're doing pretty well. Alec Ogletree in New York, A+ for the Rams.